What's going on? It's your boy. I'm back. Y'all see I got the Giannis joint on for the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Representing since we won the ship last night, just keeping it 100. So it's me, it's the book. We gonna go to the chase. So Psalms 118 verse 24 says, "This is the day that the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it." So that's a prayer I say every morning when I wake up, right? Every single morning, because I have to be thankful. And what my Shana says, this is the day the Lord has made. So first and foremost, we got to remember and give reverence to who created that day, who gave us this opportunity, who even set aside that moment for us to see it. Second of all, he said, "I will rejoice." He said, rather, birds says we will rejoice. But I always say, "I will rejoice and be glad in it." So the thing is, I had to ask myself, what am I rejoicing for and what am I glad about? For one, I'm rejoicing because I have another opportunity, first to give glory and honor to God. The second of all, to make a better impact on my life and those around me than the day I had before. And I'm glad because he decided to put breath back into my body. He didn't let me fall by the wayside. I wasn't one in a car accident. I have to be glad and rejoice because I wasn't hit by a stray bullet or any type of random incident that could be the reason why I'm not here today. Because what we may or may not recognize all the time is that when it's time to go, God He's going to come get you when you fulfilled your purpose. So that means I still have more work to do. I still have a purpose to fulfill for Him first. Remember, it's for Him first. But I have to remember something I said before, and he put in my shana now. He said the reason you're rejoicing because you're learning how to approach each day. And that was a real something that was problematic for me. I approached the days wrong. I approached the moments wrong. I would have bad days instead of have a bad few seconds or a bad moment because I was approaching it wrong. I was looking at individuals wrong. I was looking for things from people that I should only look for from God and from myself. So when people do things that would have normally upset me, don't get me wrong, I still have those bad moments. I could be upset because I assumed you had this or had that when you say that, but then you tell me, well, no, I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that, or you couldn't be in the situation. But if I'm here to help you, let me know what's going on, and I'm going to gladly help you. I have no problem with that. But don't hide things from me where I can potentially or beneficially actually be a benefit to you in some form or fashion, if that makes sense to you all. All I'm saying is this. Every time we get a moment that God has allowed us, when you open your eyes, I mean, when you wiping the boogers and the snot out your eyes, thank you. Because you got to realize it's a whole lot of people who are still cold in that bed because life was taken from them, or someone who didn't make it home that night, or someone who got off work and were walking across the street. There's something that potentially could have been, but it wasn't you. First, thank God that it wasn't you, but it could have been. So we got to rejoice and be glad in for every single moment, because I think I've said this before, but people may not recognize it, but I'm going to say this again. In Psalm 23, I don't know that exact verse, but it says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of death." He says, for when it, he didn't say stop. Like I said before, he didn't say pitch a tent. He didn't say stop at Starbucks, get something to eat, sit back, get on your laptop. He said, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Fear no evil, for thou art with me." So if God is with you, there's nothing to worry about, no nothing to be fearful about. I mean, things hinder me and things try to get in my way. But what I've learned is that I keep pressing on, no matter what may be trying to transpire, and not to look at what's not happening, look at what I can potentially become and who I can be for Him, and what will happen if I keep moving forward, if that makes sense to you. Some of us, we may or may not grasp it. The whole objective of what I'm trying to say is, take a moment when you wake up in the morning and say, you know what, God, thank you. Because if it had not been for you, I wouldn't have this moment to say thank you. Because you never know what you were delivered from or you saved from. Like I said before, you could be at a red light and the car in front of you doesn't move and you're ready to honk the horn, but you see that car speeding through the red light where your light had turned green. You know what I mean? Your light was red, your light turned green, and the light over there turned red, but somebody sped through, but the person in front of you didn't move. You don't know what he was saving you from, because had they moved, you've been right behind them trying to hurry up, and that could be you. I mean, we got to treasure these little simple moments, like just sit back to go outside, to take a walk, to breathe fresh air, to talk to someone we know and we're concerned about. Let people know that you love them, let them know that you care, but really just take time out for yourself, because a lot of us, we neglect us. We're so busy trying to make everything else look right, we forget what do we need to make our lives more conducive to the conditions that we want our life to be like. So listen, it's your boy, that's my time, but I want you, remember, this is the day that the Lord has made. And tell yourself, say, I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So until next time, it's your boy, it's always love. Peace.